Well, yeah. Anyway, we do have checkmate. That's I don't know. If, never heard this person talk before. Checkmate. Hello.
We got Glovers in the house. Is that what we got? We got Glovers, eh?
We do have Glovers, but they're not new. They're
Oh,
Checkmate is.
the destroy Glovers.
I think that checkmate is I think is a flat earther actually.
Oh, that does.
That's true.
That does sound. Okay. Okay. Yeah. The name sounds familiar. Are you in the other server?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Welcome.
Cheers.
What's his name? Sarugaki is. He's not.
now.
Yeah, he's not new to Flat Earth, but he is new to this channel. So welcome back.
Not new to the conversation.
Yeah.
Was his ball taken away from him?
By the way, whoever Tristan or Tristan is, it has nothing to do with any explanations. I don't understand why everybody always floods that line of reasoning. It makes no sense. First, you need to challenge the positive claim against your experience. What? Yeah, and this is it
What?
just goes to show you this is the reason why people will ridicule us for parading around the clickbait of flat Earth just because we experience it that way and other people tell us we don't, and it's spread all throughout the curriculum and institutions. We deserve the right to be ridiculed for challenging the positive claim against our experience. What? I mean, what does it imply? It implies that everything that you think you know, you don't know. Oh well, go back to basics.
That sounds far too deep for somebody who's only been awake for 5 minutes.
Yeah, well, people don't like to go back to basics, but there are things that we can prove here on a basic level. That's why we even have technology. Quantum mechanics completely destroyed your idea of gravity being some force or pseudo force versus whatever. I don't care. You're dealing with something that has no weight or gravity in actual reality. So get over it and go back to axioms.
Yeah, Jedi, get over it.
Yeah, I've got to get over it. I'll try my best. Sorry about that. I'll get over it.
Yeah,
Model
Jedi.
is basically nothing but band-aid fixes upon band-aid fixes, isn't it?
Yeah,
So going back to the drawing board and
it's
examining the
all.
basis for the claim, the original claim,
Mm-hmm.
they just want to keep adding repairs to the funky model that they can't see in reality.
It goes back to the claim that precedes it. If the Earth isn't a globe, there is no reason to have some sort of force versus pseudo force, whatever they decide they want to that day, for things to go down. They don't need it. You don't need it. It is what it is. Down is down, up is up. Poor,
Flatsy. Oh, go ahead.
sorry.
No,
No,
finish your thought.
poor globers with their idea of concentric to a center and not up and down. What? Oh, I mean, what else do you want us to do? You want us to explain why things go down? That's really redundant, for real.
Well, Flatzy, I was gonna tell you that I think Rodavlas has the answer to up and or down.
Wait, what?
Go
It's just
ahead,
cutting me. I
Rodav.
don't know.
What is the cause for up and down?
This will be fun.
In terms of what? What do you mean?
Why do things go? Okay, let's make it easier. Why do things go down?
Well, I mean, the world will teach you gravity, but if I think if you go from like the lens of a flat earther, they'll say something like density or buoyancy, and it's some other force that causes
Things
things.
that can be proven. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
like
what flat earthers
I don't
do.
know.
Yeah,
You just know it happens, but I don't know. I don't know the force.
yeah. We also know that entropy always increases, but we don't know why. It is what it is.
Yeah, that's why it's ridiculous to believe in the Big Bang, I guess, right?
Oh no, that would be the first law of thermodynamics that matter and energy cannot be created nor destroyed. So your prime mover being nothing is pretty laughable. Or not yours, but the royal your
Yeah, I knew what you meant. It's all good.
So, Rodavlas,
Yeah,
what
what's up?
are your thoughts on the shape of the Earth?
I am definitely leaning towards flat, like heavily leaning, you know? And I've thought this for 5 years or so, but there are a few things that may be a little bit confusing. You still have questions on. It's always going to be this way, more than likely. Like one question I would have is what the heck are comets and meteors, right? It's a little confusing.
Why is it confusing?
Well, because if you believe in a flat Earth model, like with the firmament, how do those things get through, and where do they even come from, or are they just pieces of the firmament falling down? I don't know. I'm
My point proven.
what's that?
No, it just proves my point I was talking about earlier about models and things like that. People always talking about models and they don't know how this works or that works, but how does it work on this? And just circular reasoning and nonsense going round and round in circles, which it has been for a few years.
Yeah, we actually had a guy asking that earlier too, and yeah, the answer is we don't know. I don't think we would ever really know about meteors, to be honest.
Yeah, I've come to that conclusion. One thing I found very interesting. I'm not sure if it's one of those hoaxes trying to make flat earthers look more dumb than the world already thinks they are, but in the other flat Earth Discord, like 24/7 flat Earth. There was something about like a sky rock or something, which was very interesting if this is true, like something that retains its blue color until it's heated up to like,
Skyrock? What?
Sky ice.
yeah,
Oh,
sky ice.
sky eyes.
It's
That
really
might be fun.
interesting.
I don't know
And
if it's.
I think these rocks, they're really hard, but they're composed of like 70% oxygen, something like that. If that's true,
Yeah,
that's,
solid oxygen.
I
if
have
that's
no
Solid
idea what
oxygen.
you're
I'm sure you can
interesting,
get
talking
them on
about.
eBay.
if it's a hoax, it's just like the astronauts that got back from the moon started going all over the world selling them moon rocks, and it was just petrified wood, right?
Right, right. But where did you hear this sky rock thing?
One sec. Let me find a link, and I'll just send it to you. Give me a sec, or I'll put it in the side chat. Actually,
it came from
Sure.
what's his name? Something Brennan, like Michael Brennan or give me a second. I'll go find it. It's in 24/7. Hold on.
Oh,
It'd have been from Speculation Sunday.
yeah. True. I think I've only heard one person bring it up, and that was in here.
That's a pocathon,
Mhm.
wasn't
Yeah.
There it is. It's a short video, and also touching on the rainbow subject, which is pretty dang interesting.
Okay. And I'm sorry, what was the point about this sky rock or sky ice?
Well, I was wondering if maybe some of these things that fall from the sky are pieces of the firmament falling down, like like meteors or
Well,
comets or something. Who knows?
yeah, I don't think anybody would ever be able to confirm
Oh yeah,
anything.
for sure.
Yeah.
Like we can't even go certain parts of the world, even though some people try to say that, oh, that's bullshit. Yes, you can. It's not all Freemasons and whatever controlling the world.
Yeah, I mean, like Jedi said, this would be a great conversation for speculation Sundays, because it's something that we could just only speculate on and not necessarily have any way to verify it. So
Like, why do that shit on Sundays, though? Do that shit all the fucking day, every day.
I think they're just trying to focus the conversation or debates and try to stick to concrete stuff that is more knowable on the topic. That's my
Like
guess anyway.
concrete shit that proves that the Earth is flat, right? That type of shit.
it? Yeah, that stuff. Instead of the speculation stuff that we can't know anything about.
Exactly.
Otherwise, people like yourself will kind of attach to things that we don't
What do
know
you mean
anything
people like
about.
me, bro? Wait till my
Just
people like me.
yeah. Just listen to finish talking. Probably best. But yeah, people like yourself and other globers will try to attach those things to us and say that we make claims about things.
Good morning, everybody.
What's up, my brother? How's it going?
morning.
Yeah, good, mate. Yeah, just defrosting my van. Bit
Oh, is
frosty
it
this
cold
morning.
out, man? It's a bit frosty,
Yeah,
isn't it?
-3. Just took the dog on a nice walk, frosty walk in the park, and now I'm just warming my work van up, getting ready to go for the day. I thought I'd just tune in to the Flat Earth crew, see how you're all doing.
Doing all right.
Any
Yeah.
any progression with evidence of Earth curvature from anybody yet?
One day. Come on now. Let's get real.
Well, you never know.
Yeah. Okay.
Have a good one, Dick.
I think it's so challenging for flat earthers to even make positive claims about where we live because we're still addressing the positive claims of the globe, and all of those claims that we would make would be held against us unjustifiably because the positive claim of the globe has never been proven to begin with.
Well, yeah, you can't prove something that doesn't exist, but yeah.
Well, it's like the way I see it now, the way the conversations are going, and how ridiculous they're going when you've got to talk about spherical triangles and straight lines being curved. I do think, I imagine a lot of the globers, I see them now as like AI robots who have been programmed with this model, whatever the model is, the globe programming, and it's being stripped away. The model's being removed from them piece by piece. And as that's happening, they're getting into more and more desperate situations where they're prepared to say anything. It doesn't matter if it makes sense, it doesn't have to fit in with reality, but anything to keep the model alive, they will do. That's
It's
how
weird.
they've been programmed.
Yeah, it's weird because it's not even their positive claim that they bear the burden of. But they will sit here and argue it like they do bear the burden, and we better not question it. It's ridiculous because we just addressed this in the other server and even had Matthew Learns concede because he knows that these uh, spherical triangles, stupid as they are only mathematical. They are outside of their line of sight measurements that are put to a reference ellipsoid, and that's where the line of sight measurements that are not spherical in any nature whatsoever because they're straight lines of sight, straight lines applied to a reference ellipsoid, and that's where they come up with their spherical axis.
Lassie, you made a mistake. You know what the mistake you made?
Tell me.
Matthew's name is Matthew Don't Learn Shit. That's his real name. You know, because for 5-6 years he's been in that channel, still didn't learn jack shit. That's his real name, okay?
I would not underestimate Matthew Learns
Doesn't
because
Well, it's
learn shit. You're making the same mistake again. His real name is Matthew Don't Learn Shit.
that's wrong. You're wrong. I'm sorry, you're wrong because Matthew Learns actually represents the globe Earth right,
You're not. You don't
correctly.
get the. You don't get the joke. Oh my god, it's
I do.
okay.
I get it, but
It's okay.
you're
You ruined
talking
the
about
joke.
that
You ruined the
understand.
joke.
Yeah,
yeah.
but you're talking about somebody that understands both positions of this argument.
I know Matthew Learns very well. I probably known him before you. Let me tell
Yeah,
you, Matthew don't know shit.
yeah, you know about Matthew Learns before I did. Yeah, but
Well, I'll
it's
just
not
say,
for
Flatsy,
him.
I had a conversation with Matthew Learns a few months ago, and you're correct because I had him. He's a teacher, and I was asked. You know, we were talking about elevation angles and straight lines, and we went through the Eratosthenes 2,000-year-old archaic story. And in the end, he just said he admitted to me that yeah, he doesn't agree that it's proof, and he can see the flaws in the measuring a stick and a shadow isn't proof of actual Earth curvature, but he's prepared to stick to that story, even though he knows it's incorrect. He's sticking with the authoritative, this story. And on the other hand, he admits he's wrong, and so he realizes he's wrong, but he sticks with it. I think that's what you were saying, Flatsy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he understands both positions of this argument. He understands both sides. He still argues the globe side to persuade others to the globe that are in here to learn about our position. So he's not here for any uh it's not in good nature. He's here for the only reason why he has stuck around in all of these forums is to persuade anyone questioning back to the globe.
That's right. So he still don't learn shit. Because if he was learning anything, he'd be a flat earther by now. I'm telling you, Matthew doesn't know shit. He pretends to know.
Well, he's got used to our arguments over the time that he's been here, and that's what Flats and everybody else was saying. So he's
Well,
learned that,
yeah,
right?
for sure.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Calm down.
And everybody on the opposing side that sticks around do not like the implications of the globe Earth being wrong because it would destroy everything that they've built their lives on, morality wise, and just their structure of everything. Because your foundation, if it's built on sand, with one swift fail swoop, you can destroy everything. They don't like the implications of what we're challenging. So that's why they're here.
Have you guys not also learned the script Perhaps you've been given it too.
Well, we've definitely learned our script. I don't know what you mean about given. What do you mean giving it to? What do you mean?
One deck came in and asked for, has anybody got any evidence of curvature or something? Measurements? Have a do it trying to describe what you would be meaning. I mean, what
geometric evidence?
Yeah, what's evidence of curvature? What does that mean?
Yeah, because level still just means horizontal.
Curvature of what?
The level is never going to mean curved. Never. Sorry.
Well, it's a flat Earth server, Bev. What do you think he's asking for?
Well, go on. You tell us. What is this curvature?
It sounds like you know. So I think it's quite obvious
No,
what he's
I'm
asking.
telling you, you don't know what you mean.
Why are you interrupting me? I don't get it.
He just wants to be right on either side of the argument, apparently. Really doesn't.
I think he knows. Sorry, Fatsy. I think he knows what one deck's asking for.
Yeah, the claim on the table is there's a measurement out there that we live on a ball and it's got measurements to it. Therefore, it must have been measured, apparently, if that's the truth. So I'm just saying, where did you get this measurement from? Geometrically? How was it achieved? What tools and instruments were used? Ruler, right, yeah. Is it a curved ruler?
Mm-hmm. So what's the curvature you're asking for measurements of?
The apparent globe that we live on.
Okay, Bev is here to psychoanalyze you one day.
No, I'm not. I'm here to point out.
Sure.
I'm here to point out that you cannot know what a measurement of curvature is. You would require a straight line.
Another smart one right here. Everybody, pay attention. He's going to teach you guys something.
I'd pay attention.
I'd prefer to not be psychoanalyzed. Thank you.
There's no psychoanalyzing going on here.
I mean, Bev might be just sort of trying to say, well, all the globe measurements do actually come from, elevation angle measurements anyway, which we know they do.
Yeah,
so then it's mathematically turned into a globe.
It's measured. Like how the land is actually measured.
Get it?
Yeah, you've got elevation profiles. We use sea level to obtain them, elevation profiles. We know it's all straight lines, horizontals, and triangles. I know that. I'm asking the globers who believe that the Earth is round, what's led them to believe this? That's what I'm asking.
Just pointing out the actual question for measurements of curvature. It's impossible. It's a nonsense. It doesn't even compute the question.
I can't remember the name of the small tool. Is it I can't remember the bloody name.
Boats don't go over the horizon, though. Boats don't go. In Bev's idea, they don't go over the horizon. Right, Bev?
Well,
boats do not go over that horizon.
You're using over.
Because you can't measure that curvature. It's not there. Remember that. You told me this. You just said it, right? Boats do not go over the horizon at that point.
Yeah, over. What do you mean by over? The horizon,
well, I mean, that's
is
what
just
you guys
horizontal.
claimed in the beginning. That was the first point in the globe Earth model. Remember that. Right, Bev? You can't measure it, but you can see those boats going over that horizon, right, Bev?
Going over?
Well, where else are they going to go?
Beyond?
They go off into the distance, don't they?
Beyond the horizon?
Beyond, over.
You can't measure a distance to the horizon, so beyond again. It's a strange term to use. You'd have to be able to have a limit, though, right? And then say further than that.
Why is beyond the horizon a strange term to use? Because you can see the horizon in front of distant mountains. So what do you mean?
Bev is
The mountains
beyond.
would be the topographical horizon.
Bev likes to think himself beyond everyone else, just like some other people in this arena
No, I
would like
don't.
to think
Not at all.
beyond everyone else.
No,
We're
not at
only
all.
pointing out the flaws and the positive claims, Bev. We're not positing some other replacement.
Do you like
I suppose
to
going over the
make
horizon,
statements
going over
about
the
other
horizons,
people,
like
what other people think?
You are the one who's doing that. You are acting like you're beyond everyone else.
I'm not. How
I don't
would I
know.
be
It doesn't
acting
sound
like
like
that?
that. He sounds kind of stupid to me.
Because you come
I
in
mean, it's
here,
like
you act
saying,
like you have no stance on either side of the
Oh,
argument.
hey.
Like you have some elevated stance that none of us can reach unless we come to you, Bev. We have to
Hey, it's
come to
not that
you.
hard.
You're the gatekeeper to the true knowledge.
Epohe is not a true knowledge.
I suppose you can think of boats disappearing over the horizon, and like saying, could you fly over the rainbow?
But the horizon isn't like a rainbow, is it?
Well, it's not
Yeah,
physical, is it?
it's closer to
It's not
anything
physical.
else. It's optical.
Measure me the distance to the horizon. Measure me the distance to a rainbow.
A topographic horizon, you would be able to be measured, wouldn't it? Like the mountains
Would
that
that
you
be
see.
would that be a boat behind the horizon? Would that boat be part of now
You wouldn't
topographic?
know what's behind it, would you?
What, the boat that looks like it's behind the horizon?
The topographical horizon. If the topographical horizon is mountains, you could
Yeah,
measure that distance.
I just replaced it with a boat.
And you said
Don't
behind
forget
it.
though, in the
I said you wouldn't
don't
know
forget
what's
in the
behind
globe,
it because it's a mountain.
the horizon in the globe model is actually below surface level.
I mean, if you're trying to teach us something, man, teach us something.
Well, we need to get the
Yeah, I'm
basics
interested.
sorted first, don't we? In order to communicate.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's why I jumped on you when you said, sounds like we've got a script. So what script did you...
No. One deck
Yeah,
came in,
dude.
right, with this statement. And then you said that the Globers have learned to script. Which they have. They've learned your arguments and your ways to counter the arguments. And that's all they ever do.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Been watching it for years.
Yeah.
Who?
And probably that's what Flatty was saying, you know, that's what Matthew Learns does, and a few others, they come in, they listen to the arguments, they take the information back. This is what we're on to now. So yeah, we realise that's going on.
Yeah, Matthew Learns just goes tis globe, right? There's no way you can change it. Nothing. It's been locked into his mind, probably since he was a child.
Bev.
Yeah.
We're only here.
Programming.
Sounds like blue marble, that.
Bev. We're only here to correctly represent the negative position of the positive claim of the globe. That's what we're here. We're here to correctly represent the negative claim or negative position.
Positive and a negative.
I'm not a flat earther. I'm an anti-glober. That's a good one. There you go.
But I like some of the things you say, Bev, as well. I mean, you know, I know you're heavily good into the surveying, and I like your sort of horizontal and angles, and I like listening to you sometimes on that. But I mean, I don't know you. You sound like a nice guy. Sometimes you do sound a little bit sort of awkward, and I don't know which side you're on, but that doesn't matter. But I think you've got some good points. I do enjoy listening to you. So
I'm from the side of the false dichotomy.
Okay. That makes sense.
We can
Do you want
sort
to
of
explain that for everybody else if they don't know?
well, yeah. I mean, if there is a false dichotomy, if you can show a false dichotomy, it would show at least one other option. So if you can falsify a flat Earth and you can falsify a dogmatic globe Earth, then that would mean that there is
What's
at
the other?
least another option.
What's another thing that you can do to?
I want to know what the other. No, sorry, I'll get back to it. Sorry, Flatsy.
You're fine. What's the other thing you can do to display a false dichotomy?
What's another thing that you can do?
Yep.
Well, I don't know. You could prove reality.
You could disprove one or both of the claims.
Yeah, because if you were to just disprove one of them, then the other person could say, well, there you go, that's that proved. But if there's a false dichotomy and you can falsify both, well, that would mean that there's another option. So just falsifying one of them would mean nothing.
What would you be falsifying on the flat Earth side?
That the Earth's not flat.
We don't claim that it's flat, smooth, flat. We don't claim that.
We went over this last night. A pleonasm?
Yeah, but we're talking how we experience the world. We experience it a certain way, don't we?
Just reality. Yeah, I call that reality.
Exactly. Yeah. So even both sides of this argument will concede that we experience the Earth the way that we do, as in not in motion and not a globe, because the globe is too big to perceive on your mundane little individual scale. You need someone else to tell you that it's a globe. You also need someone else to tell you that it's in motion and moving. But our axioms are that it's not. So we're on the side of reality. The flat Earth is like clickbait. Well, I mean, yeah, flat as in it's got topography and the oceans and the water, they have waves, they have things like that. It's not completely smooth, but you know the position of flat Earth. It's not like we're actually advocating for a smooth, flat Earth.
What about everybody else?
I mean, what else would you call it though? I mean, we can argue about flat. You can get horizontal flats and vertical flats. But, I mean, how else would you describe it?
Well, like I say, I came into this with a knowledge within surveying. So I know that elevations are measured. Right? And if there's an elevation change, it's not flat.
Well, it's three-dimensional, obviously.
Yeah.
But we're talking about the surface, aren't we, primarily?
Which isn't flat.
No one's denying.
That's the bit that gets measured.
But no one's denying hills, mountains, and valleys and shit. I mean, you know that we're not.
Supposed to be talking about water, aren't we? Sea level, really, aren't we?
So if you went from sea level, walked over a hill, and then went back down to sea level, would that water be level and flat?
See, when you say that, like, what do you imagine sea level
Answer
is?
the fucking question. I've heard you not answer the question for fucking 5 minutes.
Okay, well,
you don't take any ground. You just sit there and you fucking get on your high horse and you sound like an absolute fucking prick, mate.
It's not a high horse. They're trying to identify where's sea
Answer
level.
the question, cunt.
I know you just use it as a throwaway word, but what does that mean?
Answer the fucking question.
Because you're going from sea level to sea level.
Answer the fucking question.
Is that you're going from one place and back to the same place?
Okay.
In which case, the journey is irrelevant, isn't it? You can go anywhere, come back to the same place.
Okay, so the sea doesn't join, does it?
Doesn't join? I don't know. What's it joining?
All right. You start from one side. You walk over a peninsula. You end up on the ocean on the other side of the peninsula.
Yep.
Is that sea flat?
No. Like
No,
definitely
it's
not.
Okay, it's not. Please explain why.
Waves and tides.
You're a fucking idiot, man.
Well,
seriously,
He likes to
you're
play
full of
semantics.
Right.
You're full of shit, man.
Okay,
Yeah.
have you ever looked
That's what he
into?
does all the time. This guy, he's a
No,
semantics
it's
guy.
time for you to
Have
fuck
you
off,
ever
man.
looked
Go
into
home. Go
mean
somewhere else.
sea level?
No wonder QE didn't want you in a server. I know why you're picking one deck, because he's on that server and you've got an issue with QE and those guys. Go take it up with them. I know why they kicked you out, because you're a fucking idiot. Now fuck off.
What the fuck, guys?
Just let it go.
You fucking prick.
Who's that?
Triggered
I
much
agree.
in the
I agree
morning.
with
Like, calm
everything
down.
Timbo said 100%. Whatever Timbo just said, I agree with 100%. Times 100. I would use more colorful words, but I'm kind of limited due to my banning access. Everybody bans me all the time, so I try to stay quiet now. But thank you, Timbo, for saying what I would like to say.
No worries, man. It
I
needed to
appreciate
be done. I've listened to him for a fucking week and he never says anything.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You're the best. I have so much love for you right now. I would come over there and hug you in Australia.
The thing is, though, we could all get like that. I mean, you can get pedantic over words and what flat means, and is sea level all the way? You know, we've got tides. You can start fucking picking bones out of everything, can't you? Really?
Yeah,
If you want.
exactly. But it's useless. You never
Unbound.
get anywhere.
Do you guys
Unbanned,
seriously
guys.
think that way? That saying that a mountain is not flat is just pedantic? Do you think that, really?
Another retard. Here we go. So, okay, I'm going to ask the question again. So, I'm going to leave sea level. I'm going to take my foot out of the ocean. I'm going to walk over the top of a peninsula, and I'm going to put my feet back in the ocean on the other side. Is that water flat and level?
Is that a rhetorical question to answer my
Is that
question,
water
whether or
flat
not you
and
actually
level?
believe that a mountain is flat? I think that's insane to hear
Did
people
anyone
say
say
out
that?
Nobody
loud that they
said the
think a
mountain's flat.
mountain is
Listen,
flat.
nobody said
Did
that.
anyone say a mountain was flat?
Nobody said that. If you heard that, you, my friend, have fucking problems
You're
in your head,
insane.
because nobody said that. Yeah, nobody fucking
So
said that.
mountains are not flat. Is
No
that what you're
shit,
telling me?
100% they're not. No, they're not.
No
Who said
Not
fucking.
mountains
flat
are
then.
flat?
Well, that's good. Yeah, I just wanted
Hi,
to
Jenny. I
have
hope
people
you
back to
missed me.
reality, because
I've
that was
missed
kind
you.
of intense there for a moment.
Yeah, right.
Nobody said
Because
that.
obviously flat earthers deny hills, mountains, and fucking topographical features.
Well, I
Yeah.
have a
Well,
question.
flat actually means something. This is about the pedantic stuff. Like the word flat actually has meaning, and if you're using it outside of that meaning, I would say that's pedantic.
Here's my question. Can I ask a question to one of the flat earthers?
Yeah, go on.
So what do you believe is like keeping all the water on Earth? Do you think it's this ice wall? Is it a wall of mountain? What is going on?
Sorry, man. Say that again.
So what is keeping all the water around the oceans from like how do you think the world is shaped exactly? Do you think it's a half circle? Do you think it's completely flat? Do you think it's an ice wall that keeps up everything?
It's unverified, whatever it is, but no one's making a claim to shape at the moment. The best we can do is try our best to describe the surface apart from the topography. Some
So
people say it's flat, which
what's
isn't probably the best descriptor. Some people say it's horizontal, which is
so
probably a
so
better descriptor.
so what is keeping me from like sailing to the edge or
Go for it, man. Let us know when you get there.
Nothing at the moment.
so do you think it's infinite?
No, that's not what we said. You've only got two choices, though. It's either infinite or finite.
Yeah.
Let us know when you get there, man. Just point south. Just sail and let us know when you get there. Have fun.
I mean, what are your thoughts? What do you think? What do you think you see? I'm just curious. I'm not trying to be like an asshole. I just want to know.
Yeah, I don't know. I live near the ocean. I look out and I can see boats sometimes for 30 miles, 20 miles. I can see. Some days I can't see them for that far. You know, if they say you live on a ball, shouldn't there be a geometric horizon in the place of in curvature? So where the Earth starts curving, shouldn't it happen there all the time? Shouldn't the boats start disappearing over a curve
Yeah,
all the time at the same spot?
as they go far away, yeah, they should
Yeah. So what
slowly
about
start.
when I see it at 20 miles? There's supposed to be 200 and something odd feet. Now I can still see container ships sometimes at 30 miles. Now, 30 miles is, I think, close to 400 feet. Now, there's no container ship that's 400 feet tall. I can see the bottom of them. With a telescope, I can see the waves crashing against the bow, the hull of the ship. Like, what's that? If I'm 6 foot off the water, it should be 3 miles till it starts curving. You ever paid any attention to it? No. Never looked. Hello?
Hello. Sorry, I was just reading through the chat, man.
Do you guys think there is an ice wall?
No idea. But scientists say there is one, so we didn't make it up.
Mm-hmm.
They said they got to Antarctica and they were confronted with a 100-foot wall of ice. Now, you interpret that any way you want, but there are ice sheets, apparently. So at the end of an ice sheet, it would just drop off into the water. So it's not our claim that there's an ice wall. It's a claim of science. Look it up.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. It's not like we don't disagree with anything in reality. Name one thing that we disagree with that you can see or you can verify in reality. Like what? Think of something. What do we disagree with? Anything?
No, I'm not saying you guys disagreed with anything.
No. I'm just asking that. The question kind of had a. I was going somewhere with it. Like anything that we disagree with is something that can't be proven or verified.
Yeah.
If you can prove it and verify it, like with science or with testing, with repeatable observations, then you can't deny it because it's reality. So when people say flat earthers deny science, it's not true. We like science. Verifiable, falsifiable, repeatable, testable. Can't test astronomy, can you?
That's also why you can't make an argument where the conclusion states that the Earth is flat.
Level? How about that?
Yeah, you can't make an argument that states that the Earth is level.
Why not?
Because the Earth is not level.
Okay, so you
Horizontal.
can't make an argument because. Is that what you're saying?
No, you can't make an argument to make a positive claim about something that isn't true. like the Earth being flat or level or horizontal. Neither of those three are true statements. So you can't make an argument that concludes
Okay, so can
such.
you make
Unless, of course,
can you
it's a
make an
fallacious argument, then you can do it.
can you make an okay? So can you make an argument that the Earth is a sphere without
Not
being
flat.
fallacious? Can you
Sphere,
make an
yeah, that would be
argument that the Earth
fallacious as
is a
well, because you can't
sphere?
prove something that isn't true. Again,
Okay, so what is
same
it then?
problem. Well, in this arena, we're talking about a false dichotomy. It's not flat and it's not a sphere, and both of those things can be
So
proven through
level. You know
argumentation.
what? Do you know what level is, though?
Yep,
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. Level is a straight line on a horizontal plane.
agreed.
Yeah.
There you go. That can be proved, can't it?
No, absolutely.
I just want to cut to the chase and want to know what words we should be using.
Use whichever
That's all I
words you
care.
want. They're all there. They're all free.
Okay, but we
So
get challenged.
you're not gonna jump on anyone if they say a word and then you just repeat it and then ask 4 questions about it and never actually get to a conclusion, or you never end up saying what you want to say. You just kind of talk around. Can we?
Exactly.
Can we?
They try to
If you
undermine
like,
us.
I actually like listening to you, Bev, but sometimes you waffle on and you never actually say anything. So if
The
you've
point,
got something to say, just say it. Yeah.
yeah, but the point is
Can
to
we do that?
yeah, but the point is to undermine us, Timbo. Our position to challenge the positive claim of the globe. You have people like Bev, and you have people on the opposite side like Matthew that try to undermine us in what we are actually doing. We're trying to get people to think for themselves and actually challenge the given narrative, and they're here to upset that by making it convoluted and just a mess. Okay, so
What's convoluted about what Bev says?
Can I just point
I,
out as
I,
well, though, that the people that are
Here we go.
telling you these things are people like Fight the Flat Earth. Who else? Ruhif. Peter.
Telling you what? Telling you what?
I don't know. Whatever you think that you think people are telling you.
You just said people who are telling you these things are people like this. So what are they telling us?
That you're challenging their narrative.
Just say something. Give us an example.
I don't know. I don't listen to him. I've
You
just
don't
listened.
have it.
I
You don't
listen
have
to
a
the
fucking
sophistry
example
within
again.
the conversation.
You just said these are the people that are telling you these things, and I said, who's telling us what? You said fight the flat Earth and all these
Yeah,
people. I said,
because
okay,
was it
what are they?
Flatsy? Sorry.
No, stop. I said, okay, what are they telling us? You said all this stuff, and I said, can you be specific? And you said no.
Their
That doesn't make
narrative,
any
Timbo.
sense. It doesn't make any sense.
What's the
What you
narrative?
said doesn't make any sense.
Okay, well, let me try and clarify then to try and make some
Okay, go
sense
ahead,
out
please,
of it.
man.
Okay, was it Flatsy
Please.
that was talking? I don't know. I'm not used to voices, sorry.
yeah, it's me.
And you said that, you're here to challenge the narrative, the given narrative.
We're here we're here as the negative position to the positive claim against reality.
Okay, now, who's making that positive claim?
Wherever you see that we live on a globe, that is the positive claim, that we experience the earth as something else, but actually it's a globe, and we're in motion, and we're in this vacuum of space, twirling and moving around the sun. It's sun
Yeah.
center. This is the positive claims
By
that we are
who?
challenging.
Who's giving it?
Education system and the government.
See,
institutions.
Right. At a certain age, right, I have my memory wiped. So I went through the school process from, let's say, 7 years old onwards. And to arrive here, somebody calling me a child abuser, right? That challenged me to make me realise that I didn't know where I was coming from, right? I knew that level was horizontal. I knew it. But didn't have proof. I had no proof. Somebody challenged me to prove it.
Oh, so the scrutiny that you have as a parent is what made you want to act like you're above both sides of the argument?
No, I came into this with a
You don't like
challenge for myself, right? And I found loads.
So we all
I've actually
we all
found
agree
that
that
proof.
level is horizontal, yeah.
I have that proof.
Everyone. So when we say level is horizontal, yeah.
Yeah, you're actually on our side. We say the same thing.
Right. Well, that's
I don't know.
strange.
I don't know why you
that's
nitpick words.
That's in reality, right? That level
of course it is. What else
a
would you be
straight
talking
line
about?
on a horizontal plane was my original statement that caused somebody to call me a child abuser. Right? So I came into an arena to see if anybody wanted to, might well take notice of this, because here's me, a normal person trying to find a proof that level is horizontal, going into an arena. I knew it wasn't flat, right? Surveying. So the actual understanding of flat is it's not flat. Just simple. Dead easy to say, right? But then you'd think you could be able to
we know all this,
talk to people.
Are you relating it to the Earth? Are you bothered about the shape of the Earth?
I'm pointing out that within this arena, right, the only people that are giving you the narrative are people like Fight the Flat Earth. That's it.
No, well, NASA do it, don't they? NASA tell you the Earth's a globe.
NASA don't tell me the Earth's a globe.
Well, they put the information out there.
Somebody's put that information out. Well,
okay. So what did you learn at school? Did you learn that the Earth was a ball at school or not?
No.
Oh, you didn't? They didn't teach you that in England?
No.
No?
No.
Yeah, did they teach you that at school, mate?
Didn't teach me anything.
Much in England, yeah.
Yeah, they did.
So what, did you go to a special school where they didn't teach heliocentrism?
Well, I just didn't get it. There was no mention of it. Like 99.999% of people are completely unaware.
You didn't learn about the planets and the solar system
Totally
when you were at
full
primary
of shit, Dan. Come on.
Tell you, teachers can't teach contradictions.
No, man, like you're... Okay.
I learned all about the solar system and the different planets. I even remember doing an assembly on Gustav Holst's The Planets.
It's just crazy to claim you didn't learn about it in school, all right? Like, that's a dumb thing to say. It's fucking dumb. No.
What school did you go to?
Here you go again, man.
That's
You're doing it again, mate.
No,
doing it
come
again,
on.
man.
Like, that's the dumbest point to ever take, ever.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you guys have a model of globe. I
am drunker than shit, and you are telling me in school you didn't hear about any kind of shit. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
what the fuck?
Didn't
man?
have it.
What the fuck?
I don't
okay.
have that base model as an axiom.
All right.
What school did you go to? Where was the school? What's it called?
Why
don't dox him, man. Yeah, don't dox him.
Well, we'll just fucking check the fucking scriptures they give out.
Ah, man, what a waste of fucking time. Like, I'd rather talk about something real. Something interesting.
I mean, yeah. Fucking hell, mate.
This is real.
Well, we're not. But
what's real?
I know what you're on about when you talk about
proof.
saying, right?
Man, but you say you didn't get it in school. What the fuck are you saying as a kid? Get the fuck.
Real.
It's just silly, man. We asked you a question whether you learned it in school, and then we said, okay, so you didn't learn about the planets and the globe and the heliocentric and the solar system. You said that's space.
Well, it never came
not
up.
Earth. Come on, man, that's silly.
Yeah, I still couldn't tell you anything about that to this day.
I agree. You probably couldn't.
Right. Well,
Is anybody really?
that's great.
Hold up a second.
I'm glad we've cleared all that up. Now, is any fucking
Gonna
globe?
do another reaction video on another Coloris Color.
Is anyone
You're gonna
ever
say,
actually taught?
Jerry?
I was going to say, is anyone ever actually taught that it's a globe, or are they just shown that it's a globe, and then you're meant to kind of fill in the rest for yourself?
How would you
It's the
teach
same.
it? How would you teach
It's
it?
the same thing.
Well, I wouldn't teach it. You're just shown these things.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah.
You sound like you have a your ass.
Has anyone got any kids? Like, what do your kids think the Earth is?
Yeah, they had
the
to make
kids,
they had to make models of the solar system. Both of them.
Right.
Both
Right.
of the
You're
boys.
shown
Yep.
that.
I mean, if
You're
you
shown
Yeah,
those
have you got any kids,
images.
But Jerry, that's the education system. Education means teaching. Yeah. So what they're doing is they're teaching you to make a model of the place that you live. That's learning. That's what they do.
Well,
You can't
all right.
conflate. You can't conflate making a model and being shown a globe with not teaching. You're doing what Bev's doing.
No, I mean, it's kind of a gray, like,
So,
area. Like,
can I ask you guys a question for the flat
No,
earthers?
you can't right
hold
now.
up a second. Hold up. What is done is they give you the ball first. You don't arrive at ball through a logical process. It's given to you, and then everything is made to fit that. You're not learning how to reason towards it. You're given it, and then
Yeah,
you're meant to fill it in for yourself.
but they are teaching you that you live on a ball, correct?
And then ball ain't really ball, but whatever.
I would quibble with the word teach. I would say that they show you that it's a ball. And
Okay, so the
yeah,
teacher shows you that you live on a ball in a lesson in an education system. Is that not teaching?
I wouldn't say that it's a lesson. It's just this object that sits on a
So,
desk and in like pictures. But you don't learn what the radius is.
so
You
you,
don't learn how far it is to the sun. You don't learn that shit.
no, you don't learn that. You learn
I
about your solar system, though.
yeah, that's the
Yeah.
kind of what learning is, though.
Exactly.
The teacher presents you with the idea, and you're supposed to then show that you understand that idea by
That's the model I've lost. Sorry. I have to logically process this. I have to reason stuff out. And
Okay, so you're not saying you didn't get taught. You're saying you've lost that memory.
just you can't reason it.
Forgotten it.
It's nonsense.
But can you just answer what I asked you?
Man, don't be dumb. Come on.
So you're not saying that they didn't teach you. You're saying you've lost the memory of them teaching you.
I wouldn't know. It depends what you take as teaching.
Let me ask you, have
you've
you
got
suffered
a
a brain
different
injury
model,
recently?
and
Now
that's
you're
why the
doing the word thing
communication is
again.
difficult.
Now you're doing the word thing again, where now we can't agree on a word, so words mean different things.
Yeah, man,
So now
can't
we
even
can't
bother. What the
answer the
fuck is
question.
this?
Bev, you know what he's asking. Why are you trying to like
He doesn't want to
it's
answer the question.
straightforward. Yeah.
It's not that difficult, man.
When you look into this, you'll understand that teaching is something that's a two-way process.
What the fuck? No, teaching is a
No,
one-way
it's not.
process. You learn and absorb. The other person gives you the information. What are you fucking talking about, man?
Listen, Bev, I get it. Like the whole
Bev.
educational system is crazy. I don't agree with how they teach kids, whether it's not about how you understand it, but they do present you the ideology of heliocentrism, regardless of whether you yourself personally understood it or not, remembered it or not. That
Or
doesn't
forgot,
matter.
yeah.
Well, I'm
Which
just
is a
saying,
very interesting
it's hard to
interesting
push
claim to
back
claim to
against
forget about
something
it, because
that
you're
isn't
talking
there.
about it, right?
Hard to
Can I
push back.
rephrase this for Bev real quick? Sorry.
No, I'm just
Are
trying
we?
to understand what Breath says. You carry on, mate.
All right, Bev, I'm going to rephrase this for you really quick. We live on an extended plane with topography. Do you understand that?
I know how they measure elevations.
What the?
Do you understand
I
that?
would not know about the extremities.
I never said the word flat, my guy. Extended plane.
Yeah, I said I've never been to the extremities, so I wouldn't know about that.
You've never been to a lot of extremities.
You learned in school either. Fuck, man. Come on, you don't know about much.
Very good at not answering questions.
You know, like don't pull this shit.
Who the fuck are you, dude?
I'm the guy that talks about antennas. Come on.
Yeah, you're the guy who always comes in here fucking drunk, and you say that.
Yeah, no, but this guy is saying
yeah.
like I don't remember about my school. That's wild.
Didn't say I don't remember about my school. Like that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I have a different learning process. I don't have the initial grammar model for the trivium. I start at
Trivium?
the logic
the
process.
Fuck is even that?
Trivium's a good band.
Trivium's great.
What
It's all right.
the fuck?
Okay, hold on, Bev.
It's pretty obvious.
So you did learn it in school then, or let me rephrase that. Your teacher presented you the idea in school, right?
What idea?
Oh,
You know what
God.
idea we're talking about, dude?
God,
what the
no,
heck?
Oh,
I don't. Look. The model you guys have in
globe
your
idea.
mind right
Globe.
now,
The globe.
I don't
The globe.
have that.
The globe
Yes,
idea.
I know.
Heliocentrism.
I don't have it.
Dude, that's not what I asked you. I asked you if your teacher presented you with this idea in school.
What idea?
Oh,
The
bro,
idea
no.
of something that is not reality.
Nope, that is enough. We have a lot of new people here.
Yeah, it's okay.
Listen, Jerry, I like you. You're cool. And I know he's your boy, but enough, dude.
All right, let's
even for
change
me,
the,
that was weird. All right,
let's
like
change the
what
subject
the fuck?
and get to some new people. So
yeah.
Right, who had a question earlier asked if they could interrupt and had a question for flat earthers. Even though I'm allowed to use that term anymore.
Hey, Coop, ask your question. Coop.
I saw something the other day. I thought it was interesting.